Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. I love being
All right, all right,
black.
all right, all right. Y'all know what it is. It's live, uncut, unedited on this Monday night here. We're just it's raining here in the city of Chicago, and it's a lot going on, people. A lot going on. All right. A lot going on. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is definitely live, uncut, unedited. All right. Hey, don't forget to leave your boy some stars. That'll be that'll be a blessing. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're live, uncut, unedited. Yep. Yes, sir. We'll have a little small little talk today. Um, we're gonna have a small talk. Small talk. What's up, D? I see you, Peggy. Kennard, I love being black. All right. Kiel Adams Sr., what up, bro? Divine Order. All right. Nathan LaFair, what's going on, Nate? What's going on? We coming on in. Come on in, people. We'll talk. We definitely walk. We will walk and talk at the same time. Let's get it on. And I got a nice little subject today. And those of us, Sharice Wright, I see you. Terrence, what's going on? Erica Sullivan, Terrence M. Davis, what's up, Martin? All the way from Texas in the house. Now, I want to talk to those that originally probably lived here in the city of Chicago, those that still do, or that's in contact, still got loved ones and stuff. So, we want to talk about something real quick. Make sure you share the video. Let me share real quick. Share real quick. We got a lot going on in the city of Chicago. A lot going on. And they said a black man discovered Chicago. Oh, that's okay. All right. Tune on in. Make sure y'all share the video. We got 47 people on here. Once I get to going, people are like, well, what are you talking about? What's going on? Yeah, this is what's going on. All right, let me share my little video. All right. So we want to talk about the neighborhoods in the city of Chicago. I think it got 77 communities in the city of Chicago. Of course, I don't know them all by names, but that's how we're gonna start off now. You know, we might end up on talking about something else, but we always start off something. Glad y'all here with me tonight. I know a lot of you got to work in the morning. You know, appreciate it. Y'all tuning in. I'll take a few of you guys. All right. You know, Facebook got me shadow banned. You don't let certain people in. Billy Kinslow, what's up, Billy? How you doing? All right, Deborah Singleton. All right, Deborah. All right, I see you. Wisconsin. Karen Crawley, what's up? D. Lawrence Brownlow, what's up, bro? Tell the truth.
Tell the truth
And
and
what?
shame the devil.
That's what I'm gonna do. Exactly what I'm gonna do. Exactly what I'm gonna do. Nathan, what's going on? Yeah, Renee Jackson. One uptown. Okay, Lisa, what's up, Lisa? All right, Peggy. Bonnie Williams. All right. We out here, people, doing our thing. Chicago is alive. I love being black.
I love being black.
Mm-hmm. I definitely love being black. What about you? Oh, I gotta wait till Black History Month to tell you. All right. I'm gonna ask a question. Find me one poor community. One poor white community in Chicago. I need somebody to find it for me. Tell me, name it on the screen. Kim Edenton, I see you. California in the house. I got more California people on here. People that's not from here. All right. So what's going on, people? Let's talk. I need somebody to tell me, name me one poor community in the city of Chicago. One poor white community. I want to know about it. Maybe I'm missing something. Somebody said, Peggy, you say you retire in June. Okay. Katie Brown. Donna Bridges. Franklin McLeod. I see you. I see you. I need to find me somebody. Come on, talk to me now. I need somebody that know about Chicago, that's political. Name me one poor white community in the city of Chicago. I want to wait. I want to see if somebody can name it for me. Come on now, name it. Name me one poor community in the city of Chicago. White community. All right. Hello? Are y'all still there? I need to know one community. Come on, we got to tell the truth.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I need y'all to name me one. Name me one. Somebody say, I'm finna call, bro. Okay. They go to the number, brother. The number
Call
on the screen.
in number
Look at the screen.
872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
Again.
Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389.
All right. Somebody tell me one poor community, white community here in the city of Chicago. It got to be one or two or three, maybe four. Somebody tell me. The number's on the screen, people. 872-297-6389 or 872-299-0808. I need somebody to tell me one poor community in the city of Chicago, white community. I need a question. I need this question answered. This late, the kids should be asleep. The baby should be asleep, fed, took the bath and washed up. Now it's called grown folks time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all come on, call this number, 872. 872. Name me one poor white community in the city of Chicago. I got a caller. Yeah. One poor in Chicago. Yeah, all right. All right. I ain't caller. 36.99. All right.
Well,
Well,
according to Google, while it's easy to identify swaths of African American poverty and to a lesser extent Latino poverty, Chicago has two isolated census tracts of white poverty, both which are tucked away near the lake in the Rogers Park neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says, where are Chicago's poor white neighborhoods?
Where are they?
And that the first one said two of them are tucked away near the lake in Rogers Park.
Mm.
Okay.
Well,
and
you know.
then, let me see, read this story for
Yeah,
free.
that
Get access. They want to email.
somebody else want to help a
So
sister
they're
out?
saying,
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
yeah, help me out.
Somebody help a sister out. Name me one white poor community here in the city of Chicago. Somebody help a sister out. Help her out. She got a call. Well, all y'all smart people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know the answer. I think we all know the answer.
There is.
Martin
claims there is none. That's it.
That's it. That's the answer.
I know what Martin thinks.
Oh yeah, there's none.
There.
Trust me. Them white folks, they get their community, they get their resources for their community.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Black Caucus on a federal level, a state level, and a city level. Ain't nothing been, listen. I had a brother call me today. Well, I called a brother today. He said, Martin, never in history that the Black Caucus on a federal level, a state level, and a city level ever sat together in one room. Now, how, ain't that deep? Ain't that deep?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. That is deep. That is deep.
My goodness.
Now, they said a black man discovered Chicago. That's what I've been told now. A Haitian man.
They say?
That's what they say. That's what they say. But listen, we got black this, black that, all in political power. And I heard our unemployment for black men is like 20%. Something is wrong with this picture, people. There are none poor white communities in the city of Chicago. None. They all are thriving. They all are climbing. Come on now, people, talk to me. Come on, talk to me. We ain't looking at stuff like that. There's nobody on this live tonight. We got 40-something people.
I met a truck driver in this truckers group that I'm in. This man said that, he has a CDL, Class A, all his endorsements. He got in trouble 15 years ago for eluding the police. That he cannot get hired. That he just got his CDL. He got a charge for eluding the police.
You got to fight that. Mm-hmm.
Eluding. They did that to mess that man up.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Eluding. He didn't kill nobody. Didn't try to, just trying to get away. Didn't have nothing else on him. Just eluding. And has a Class A license with all the endorsements, and can't get a job
now,
in this group that I'm in.
Listen, people. There are no poor white communities in the city of Chicago. I didn't say it in the state of Illinois. I didn't say it in the country, in the city of Chicago. They're getting theirs. They're getting theirs.
Mhm.
They're getting their resources.
Mhm.
They're getting their resources. Now we got all these. We got a black superintendent. We got a black mayor. We got black aldermen, state reps. Man, what's going on? Mm. Let me say this
More
again.
focus.
Let me say this again. There's no poor white communities in Chicago, not one. Now, I didn't say that there wasn't no poor white people in Chicago. There's a
Mhm.
difference. Didn't say that. They have the resources and they are thriving. Somebody said, don't vote for color. You got to be crazy. I'm voting for color. You got the wrong one, white man. I'm voting. White people vote for color. They've been in power for 400 some years. How you think they maintain power? They ain't vote no black people
Can I ask
in.
you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How come whenever school starts back or it's around the holidays, you never see book bag giveaways in white communities? You never see them in white communities giving away no turkeys. And you never see them having a gun buyback program in white communities. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's like that. We so afraid to speak out. That's why we don't have nothing. And I was talking to a brother today. Now, don't get me wrong. You have a lot, such as yourself. I know what you do. You're a successful black woman, run your own business, and but the group is left behind. A lot of us have individual success. We success stories. We come from nothing. And when
Still
I say
hard.
come from
They
nothing,
still
I
make
mean
it hard
poor.
for
Huh?
still make it hard for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm only a success story because of where my star came from.
Right. Of course.
It's still hard for me.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. As a woman, yeah. Black woman. As being black, period.
And being black and being, man, the challenges of a single mother,
Yeah.
project of a single parent home on public aid, all of that.
Yeah.
But it's still hard out here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Hey.
And they're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. How is it that the white people, the white communities here in the city of Chicago are getting resources and our communities, when I say our black communities, don't get no resources, not what they're supposed to get. Now we got all these black representation.
Because you're getting a turkey giveaway, a book bag giveaway, and a gun buyback for $100 Visa card. That's the resources. That's why. That's the resources.
And why is
Take
it
this turkey. Oh, I can't give you a job.
Yeah.
So
Let me
you buy your own turkey.
Let me ask some smart people out there. Maybe they can put it in the comments or call in. Name me one black politician that have a plan for black people only. All right. Name me one. Somebody come on and name me a politician here in the city of Chicago, period. What you gonna do for black people? Outside of telling them to wait. We heard that before, right? Wait. Name me a plan that you got in play that you want to implement for black people. That's what I want. It don't even have to be, it don't even have to be coming to pass. But name me a plan that you have as a politician that you want to implement for the black community. Especially those aldermen that got a predominantly black ward. You really should be on it.
Can't nobody name nobody.
And
it's a lot of political people that listen to
Oh yeah. Oh
show too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not very political.
What y'all gonna do?
Yourself and
all y'all black people that's listening to me, black politicians, boy, who are you serving? Are you serving the people that don't look like us or the ones you fear? Who are you serving? Who are you really serving? You come in the black community, you give away free book bags with a little paper in it. You give away free giveaway. That's nothing. You have a what you call a job fair. Is that all you got to give to say you're doing? Give us some tangibles that we can give us some of these good government jobs, city government jobs. If you notice, all the white people got the top jobs in the city of Chicago, predominantly white. The white teachers, the white police officers, the white firemen, white water department. Oh, they got them good jobs. They got them good jobs. And I mean, they got it. Got them. Where the politicians at?
Making too much sense.
Yeah. They're going to tell us where the Obamas are. We got to wait. Them old cheap book bags.
Nobody's gonna talk. They ain't going to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah, cheap book bags.
Book bags, turkeys, and gun bags.
That's all what they think of black people. We're going to give you, we're going to let you slide. We're going to come by and shake your hand one time. And so black people can say, you cool. You cool. You cool. And have you ever noticed people, when these politicians show up to these like community forums and meetings, I got a prior engagement and I just want to stop by and I got to get out here. They ain't gonna never let you trap them in because they know they are not doing right by the black community. I'm calling them all out. They are afraid of these white folks. Well, Martin, you got to play the game to get what you want. Well, you've been playing a game for 400 some years with the white folks. You still ain't got what we want. They didn't took back affirmative action from us.
That wasn't never ours either.
Yeah.
White women benefited from affirmative action more than anybody.
Tell you. Why we got these problems, black community?
Because they keep us baited against each other, fighting and shooting and killing and stabbing and attacking being consumed like puppets against each other.
Even the bus drivers, when they ride through these white communities, they stop. They see somebody hollering, they stop, but they come through the hood, they keep rolling. I'm telling you, it's all a sign of what we see. I'm telling you, people, this is real. You got to ask yourself this question. How many years that we're going to continue here in the city of Chicago with a black mayor, black state's attorney, black superintendent, black aldermen, black state reps, black senators, all this? Look at our condition. What's going on? Is it a game going on being played on us or what? You gotta ask yourself that question. I want to know. You gotta listen. White folks, they ain't got no poor white communities. And I'm not saying every white person here in the city of Chicago is well off. No, I'm not saying it. But the numbers, their communities are thriving. They are getting resources. What are we getting? Gentrified out of the neighborhood?
And a free book bag, turkey, and gun buyback.
Yeah.
saw an electric slide in the street with a uniformed police officer to the canopy. So they can video record it and post it and say, see, we're building gaps and closing bridges. We're building bridges and closing gaps. Told you, every time it's time for black people to come together, it's always time to dance.
Well, listen,
and
whoever said that we always blaming white people instead of holding accountability, you must not be living in the United States. You can't be living in the United States. 815, turn your phone down. Turn your Facebook down, 815. I see you. Turn it down.
Oh, my bad, Marty. What's up, Marty?
Well, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna call on you, man. Let me straighten out something. First of all, every black person is a victim of racism in this country, whether you want to believe it or not. All right. Why is it that we have no white community, white poor communities in the city of Chicago? Why is it? There's got to be something got to be to that. Why? Is it black people's fault?
You asking me that?
Hey, brother, you got to be quiet until I call on you. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All right. Why? So ask yourself the question. Why is it that we have to go in white communities in order to get some good food? Well, you mean good food, quality food, groceries? Why? Is it that we can't have good grocery stores in our community? For so many years, the black community full of food deserts. All right, let's see what you want to talk about, 815. Come on.
What's up, Martin? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great. I'm great.
Are you getting an echo from me?
No, you good. I'm good. I can turn it down. If you get an echo, let me know. I can turn it down. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I love what you're doing, man. You like the Colombo of the era, man. I just love what you're doing, man. You with the people, you all around, man. So shout out to you, big bro.
Appreciate it.
So, you know what, man? I feel you with that, with the Desmond community. Like I said, I'm from Roseland, man, and I know what that's like, man, to be with the community is dominated by Arabs and liquor stores and fast food and all of that stuff. And I think that ultimately what leads to our demise, Martin, because we don't have the essentials, you know? And for years and years and years, and I hate to say this, man, I'm going to say it, though. I'm going to go and say it. Man, the Democratic Party has sold black people out for years and years, bro. I'm talking about, man, we have not benefited under that party at all. And people, if they did the research, man, and you can call me on this, and anybody can quote me on this, man, the Democratic Party was founded by the KKK in the South. The original Republicans were rich black people, man, because that's what we was. If people do their research, because now I used to be a school teacher when I went to school. I went to Jackson State. I ended up graduating from Chicago State. I taught school 10 years. So this is stuff that I'm speaking from fact.
Okay.
Like black people were the original.
Well, let me ask you a question. What the Republicans doing for black people here in the city of Chicago?
Well, here's the thing, Martin.
I'm just asking you a question.
You have to know how to cap.
No, I'm just asking the question, brother. Answer the question.
I'm just talking about the state of the Democratic Party in
brother,
which I grew up in.
I asked you a question. Tell me, what are the Republicans doing for the city of Chicago?
That's a pretty vague question, Mark.
Okay, well, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I mean, if you can't answer it, just say, bro, I can't answer it right now. And I understand. I'm asking you.
Well, let me ask you this then.
No. Hold on, brother. You're not gonna ask me anything. I'm asking the questions, and I need an answer. If you can't answer it, say, "Hey, brother Martin, I can't answer it."
Well, Martin, I can't answer.
All right, bro. That's all you gotta do. That's all you have to do, brother. That's all.
Tell the truth.
I ain't trying to make you look
and
bad.
shame the devil.
But I'll tell you this before you got on here. I'll tell you this. the Democratic Party here in the city of Chicago, black folks ain't benefited. Only a few have benefited, not the masses of black people. So I understand where you're coming from. So my point is, you got a black caucus on a federal level, on a state level, and on a city level, and they've never been in one room together. Don't you
Wow.
think that's
That's
kind of
right.
sad, brother? So
That is
who
sad,
are
bro.
they really benefiting? They're benefiting the party and not the black people who they supposed to represent. So that's our
That's
problem
right.
right there, brother.
That's it.
That's our
That's
problem
it.
right there.
That's it.
Any
the root.
black caucus member that's listening to me right now, when are you going to get together on the federal, state, county level, city level in one room and say, hey, what is our plan for the black people that we serve? That's all I'm asking, brother. You know, I don't want to hear about Democrats. I don't want to hear about Republicans. What's in it for the black people, as May say? What's the plan? What are you going to do?
That's the Rudy to the Tootie, Mark.
That's it,
You
brother.
hit it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's not the dumb
If-
it down or big it up or nothing.
That's
That is
it.
the root of it,
If
man.
you say
Yeah.
you represent black people, what are you doing for the black people that you say you represent? Now, you're in the black caucus. You can't sit down with other people on a different level and say, hey, all of y'all, all the black caucus members, get in one room and get one agenda. Can you do that? You can't do it because it's money and you're afraid. I got a new caller. Hold on. 2 new callers.
Hey,
0152.
Ramon, thanks for bringing me on,
Hey,
man.
hey,
I
brother,
appreciate
appreciate
it,
you. I wasn't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I just want to get to the meat of it, man.
No,
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm a big boy, man.
Okay,
I know
yeah.
how to be quiet.
Okay, you know, I'm not. It wasn't, you know, I wasn't trying to make it look bad. This ain't that type of show. We just trying to get to the meat of it, man. I'm
Bro,
tired.
you got to the root of
Yeah,
it, man. I
yeah.
respect your stance,
Yeah.
man. It's all ball, man.
Appreciate you. 0125. 0152. I'm sorry. Come on with it.
That's me.
Come on,
That's
bro.
me, Martin.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus, go ahead,
So,
Marcus.
you know, the white folks got all the resources. They control all the factories. They own all the property. They even own property in our neighborhood that we're renting. You know, I was just talking to a lady friend of mine this evening, and she was talking about people making bad choices about jobs. And I said, that's not true. The system created this hell in our community by not allowing us to have the opportunity or access to the resources that they have. They have the best stores in their neighborhood. They have the best service in their neighborhood. And then you come in our neighborhood and you go to a McDonald's, you got to wait 2 hours in the drive-through because they're hiring people that don't want to work. You go inside, the line is out the door because even some of us don't seem to care about our own neighborhood and don't try to deliver the same quality service as we would in a white neighborhood because we have been programmed that white people are better, their ice cream is better, their ice is better. You got black people who holler black power and they hire white photographers to do what black people can do. So
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Go ahead.
So you know, everything seems to be great in the white neighborhood because they are the people who control everything. And it's like this: would you put your dog in the mansion and you in the dog house, or would you put you and yourself on the same level as the dog? You're not finna do that. Ain't no human being finna do that, no matter how much they love their dog. They're not finna kiss their dog in the mouth. They're not going to treat their dog like they're a complete human being, right? So white people see us as animals.
They're looking at us as being the animal king. Well, I'm gonna tell you that they treat their animals better than black folks.
Yeah, I'll go so far as to say a roach got more rights than a black folk, and rats.
Mm. Hey, Marcus, hold it real quick. Let me see what this other caller, 912, they've been holding on to. 912, and I'll come back to you, Marcus. 912, go ahead, area code.
Mm-hmm.
912.
What's happening?
What's up? Welcome back, Sarge. Yes.
Yeah, I've been busy doing this and that.
That's okay.
If I can give you one, because I just jumped in, I didn't hear anything early. I just happened to wake up and look. I'm like, oh, Martin doing this thing. Yeah, I saw that said, "Tell you where's a poor white neighborhood in Chicago," right?
Yeah.
I don't think there are any.
That's not. You're right. Why?
I don't. Now, the why part. Why? Why you go there, Martin?
Well, come on, brother.
I'm gonna take it up a notch.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take it up a
Go
notch
ahead.
for you, brother. Now I don't know if you or the listeners are familiar with this pandering white woman. Her name is Jane Elliott. She was on all the black TV shows
I
since
know. Yeah.
the Oprah days, and black people this and white people did that, and all of this other stuff, right?
Right.
I got the chance to talk to her on a live stream panel 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work on me. I told her, I said, you got the doggone Democrat, the Congressional Black Caucus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all black, all Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I said, name me one piece of legislation they tried to push through Congress to make life better for black people.
Mm.
She went all the way around the mulberry bush, and I was like, Miss Elliott, it's a yes.
Yeah.
It's a simple question with a simple answer. They tried to get Bill 512 passed. You said you went all the way back to slavery. Yeah, but since you're going back there, you talking about all this other stuff. Can you tell me a little something about Pangea? I'm not familiar with that. Oh, so you don't know about Pangea either? I'm like, you are the basic white pandering person that is making a buck off of black suffering and pain,
Mm-hmm.
just like the black ones do.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is with a lot of black people is they buy into that and let these people profit off pain.
Mm-hmm.
I said, who's the first black person that ran for president in the United States? You know that woman told me Barack Obama?
Mm. Oh, wow. Jane Elliott?
I said, no.
Wow.
I said, no, it wasn't Barack Obama.
She another Tim Wise. They always talk about
exactly.
That's the same. No solutions, really. No solutions.
Right. Just talk about all of the other stuff, but no solutions on nothing.
Yeah.
I said, Shirley Chisholm is the first.
Mm-hmm.
Not Jesse Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even go to Jesse Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Shirley Chisholm. Hold on, Shirley Chisholm was unbought, untold, unsold, or some of it was her motto. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a motto, but she developed the Congressional Black Caucus that has done nothing for Black America since they were established in 1971.
Hold it, brother. Hold it. I've just said, I don't know when you tuned in. On the federal, local, city, none of those Black Caucus brothers have never sat in the same room together.
And you're exactly right, Martin.
None of
100% right.
Hold on, brother. How do we think they represent us? If you telling me you're on the Black Caucus on a federal level, on a city level, and you've never got together and sat in a room and all discussed across all boards, you can't do it. Something
Uh-huh.
ain't right. The brother just told you.
And do you know Obama never had any sitting down with them?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that part?
And he knows that.
All of them are members of the HBCU Divine Nine crew. Obama went to Harvard. He didn't go to Howard.
Mm-hmm.
See, listen, I be telling folks, listen, use your ears, listen. Stop getting into your emotions. See?
Mm-hmm. Hold it right there.
They need you, Martin. They need you. Because, see,
go ahead,
you don't give them a break. You don't let them off the hook.
No, for what? I ain't letting them off the hook, bro.
See, me, exactly, because you out in them streets. See, me, they'll call me a Uncle Ruckus and everything else because I say what I say and do what I do from a distance. But see, they can't pull that one on you.
Mm-mm.
And when you right, you right.
Yeah.
And if you happen to be wrong about something, you know you're going to get called on it. And if you are, you're going to admit you're wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, Marcus, what you got to say about that 0152? What you got to say about that, Marcus, what we just talked about?
Well, you know, I can't argue with you.
Mm-hmm.
You taught me something I didn't know, because I would have said Jesse Jackson, but I heard of that name before. I just, you know, I'm real young when I heard of it.
Yep, she dead now, but she
I
the first
forgot
one.
about it.
And guess what? You know those Negroes told her don't run. You can't do that. Now listen.
See that?
See, I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all Negroes out there, I would have never done Crime Chaser. Listen to some of y'all. I would have never done.
I wouldn't be a photographer.
Listen to some of y'all.
I wouldn't be a photographer if I had to continue to listen to some of our people. Some of our people are so negative. Those are the same people who will go tell their child, go work a regular 9 to 5. What you want to do, what you're talented in, ain't gonna work. But my mother, God rest her soul, never told me that. Or my auntie, who is living, never told her kids that. They saw something in us and they spoke encouragement in us and told us it ain't gonna be easy, but stay focused and keep at it. You will be successful. Some of us are negative. We are so negative. If you're not a celebrity, you can't do this. Who sets these standards? Who tells us what we can and we cannot do? Who we can be and who we cannot be? God gave you a talent. And any young person listen to this show, hear me out. God gave you a talent. Whatever you like doing, that's your purpose. Go for it and block out anybody who tell you that you can't do it. Even if you have to block out some of your own parents telling you can't do it. Go for it, because one day they're going to be rushing to your table to sit at the head of it.
36,
the same ones that doubt.
$36.99.
Yeah. Hey, Martin.
Hold on, brother. Hold it. Let me tell $36.99.
Okay,
got a story to tell. $36.99. She a truck driver. I'm telling her business. And she wanted to be an owner operator. They gave her hell. But she stepped out on faith. And if she had listened to people, she wouldn't be what are you there at $36.99? $36.99. She probably dozed off. Well, go ahead, Sarge. Go ahead, Sarge.
Now, I'm gonna give you a short story that's going on currently right now to add on to what that brother was talking about. Everybody in Chicago know about the house music thing and this and that. It's the go along, get along crew. And I'm not a member of it. See, but I'm well known in that whole, you dig. But they say, Remix is crazy. He came back from the war all messed up in the head. No, what I do is I tell the doggone inconvenient truth and they don't like it. Like today. You got this guy. He is talking about Jesse Saunders, made on and on. Oh, I remember at Kenwood High School back in 1977. You was coming up there with the Casio keyboard with the beat machine and everything in it. I was like, wrong? Why you on here lying? No, you gonna tell me I didn't see what I saw? I said the big deal in 1977 was the Mattel handheld football game. Because I had one. That was like having an iPhone today, partner. But since you really want to know, let me
Come on
educate
with it,
you.
man. Come
The
on, Fred.
Casio Keyboard Company was not established until 1979, and the first keyboards they had available to be bought by the public was in 1980. So how did Jesse Saunders have a keyboard in 1977 when you couldn't buy one in the store until 1980? Now, you clarify that for me. And here's a link to the Casio Corporation to verify. Holla at your boy.
Ooh.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
he always got to be right. No, I don't have to always be right, but I'm going to correct when I hear somebody with the wrong. See, it's and you know about Farley Jackmaster Funk. Farley do the same thing too. He say people rather doggone live a fantasy lie than tell the actual truth of how house music was built and who did what. They just want to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, hold it right there, bro. Let's get back to this subject.
I'm
I
holding.
understand it. And listen, getting back to this neighborhood stuff, we got to ask ourselves a question as black people. Now, we do have black aldermen, men and women that represent the black community. Why is it that our community are not getting the resources like the white community? Now, you got houses in the black community. We pay taxes. We do as we told, but we're not getting the resources not evenly distributed. Now, Brandon Johnson, he promised us it's going to be a Chicago for all, not just for the north side, for all sides. And he did promise us. Now, we holding them tight. A lot of people are disappointed at Brandon Johnson right now. And first thing you hear black people say, well, give him a chance. He just got, we gave Obama 8 years and we were still waiting. We're not going to play this game with Brandon Johnson. Just like you can sign executive order, we need some executive order for black people. Something that's going to benefit us. Well, you say, well, Martin? Well, Brandon Johnson, he's not just the mayor of black people. He's the mayor of all people. Well, we just want to be included. Let us know that you're the mayor of black people. Now, these migrants have never fought in a war in this country. For some strange reason, they getting the money, though.
See there?
They getting the money.
Martin,
Go ahead, Marcus.
let me tell you something. Let me explain something to black people and to white people. All right. I watched my mother work all her life, retire. She really didn't enjoy her retirement because of the harsh living in this city. I'm working, trying to make a living in this city. It's a whole lot of black people out here working. But we can't enjoy our life like these white people enjoy their lives. Brandon is controlled by the white billionaires who run the city of Chicago. Anybody who gets in that seat will be a puppet, will be a slave to the white billionaires, or should I say to the billionaires who help run this city. Even the black billionaires wouldn't be billionaires if it wasn't for the white billionaires who put money in their pocket to make them billionaires. Because again, the white folks control this country. And they always talking about black people don't want to work. And black people talk about black people don't want to work. Well, honestly, the truth be told, our ancestors worked for us. We should be reaping the benefits of their free labor. We should be relaxing. We should have things given to us because our people paid the ultimate price. We were the only people that was enslaved. We didn't come over here by choice. We came over here by force. We were sold into slavery, raped, tortured, experimented on, everything, and we're still being experimented on in these hospitals. They don't care about poor blacks. They let poor blacks die. So, and we don't seem to care about our own. We got these black politicians who scream, vote for me, I'll set you free. And when they get in office, they forget about their promise to their own people. And that's why these kids are out here acting out in the street, because our own people, our own leaders have turned their backs on us. There are no more Martin Luther Kings or Harold Washington, because black leaders are getting paid off behind closed doors. And that's why the black aldermen ain't doing anything in their community. And another thing I want to pitch out to black people. You don't have to drop trash in your own neighborhood. You don't have to, if you see a lot growing up, don't wait on the city to cut it. Cut it down. Put your trash in the trash receptacles coming through another black neighborhood, even if you don't live in that particular neighborhood. Keep our neighborhood clean, because the city of Chicago isn't going to do it. The white government isn't going to do it. If you don't care about where you live at, don't expect nobody else to care about where you live at. And the aldermen, hell, half of them don't even live in their own ward.
And I could add something to that, brother.
Go ahead.
Okay. For those that are old enough, now I'm only a tender young age of 60,
Come on with it, brother.
but I do remember the Lyndon Baines Johnson war on poverty that's supposed to bring up Black America. What it actually did was decimated the Black American family unit. That's what it did. So now you don't have a Black American family unit. That's the reason you got what you got going on today. Democrat programs. That was the gist of it all. See, I remember when they built them little, they called them lottery houses, right? This is when it was called ADC. It wasn't called welfare. It was called ADC, Aid to Dependent Children. They build these little small, and some of them still there today. You can see them.
Yeah, that's
These little, them little houses. You know, you got the living room there, and it looks like it's a duplex, and it was only 3-bedroom homes. Yeah, they built one on doggone our block. But the person that ended up moving up in there was a single Black mother with 9 kids. New construction, and the kids on the block, we like, ooh, that's a nice house. We thought it's gonna be somebody rich moving in there, because they built that house from the ground up. It's all brick and ain't wood like our house.
Your point.
And that was part of the program right there. See? Black folk would have kept to themselves and not got on the Democrat bandwagon, things would be different today.
Well, you got black people, Republicans. What they doing?
Yeah.
But what?
Few and far between, though.
I mean, come on. I mean, you got black people
Come
that's
on,
Republican.
few and far between.
You got.
And they are called Uncle Ruckus and everything. They're called everything wrong with Black America, but none of them put any doggone programs into play to hurt Black America. You see what I'm saying?
Now, let
It's
me
like
say,
Martin-
hold on, brother.
Martin,
Hold
myself-
it,
Okay.
hold it. It was Ronald Reagan gave corporations
yeah.
power to pack up. From 1980 to like 87, black people basically worked in these labor places, in these corporations, and doing labor.
Mhm.
Reagan gave them power to leave the country and set up in another country. And that killed the black workforce. The Republicans did that. That's history, brother. They
Yeah, well,
outsourced.
history,
Hold on.
look at-
They outsourced them
Okay.
jobs in another country. So you
Mhm.
know who it hit hardest? it hit the black community.
Mhm.
Our parents, they depended on the stock market and all of these little places, packing houses and all of them little labor jobs. But they packed up. Those companies, they packed up and outsourced all them jobs out of the country. It devastated the country.
Steel mule.
Yeah.
That is true, Martin.
That hurt the
is
black
true.
community.
But
That
you
hurt it. The Republican
you
was in
you
charge
got-
of that.
But you got to go back before that. What Carter did to this country. Come on, Martin.
Now,
go back to Jimmy
hold on.
Carter.
But what I'm just saying too, brother, you speaking like the Republicans going to be the savior of black people. They're not going to be the savior of black people.
No,
They're
Martin,
not.
I didn't say
I know,
that.
but I mean, you ain't say it, but you saying it, brother. They're not going to be savior. We are our own solution. None of these parties.
That is very true. We are our own solution.
None of these parties are going to free black people. Period. None of them.
Exactly.
Carter.
We gotta do what we gotta do for us.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jimmy Carter, a lot of that was perpetuated by the Republicans who did not like the fact that President Jimmy Carter policies was helping poor black people. So Reagan wanted Jimmy out of there anyway so that he can get in there. Reagan was a flat out racist. He came for black people. The war on drugs was a war on black people. He put the drugs in the black community to stabilize the black community. They didn't want another civil rights movement in the 80s. Reagan was the worst president this country ever had, and I'll go on the record, Toni Pratt-Winkle was right, even though she apologized when she said Reagan should have went to hell with gasoline draws on. I'm quite sure he burning just fine. But his policies and what he did to black people that's still in full effect today, that's affecting generation after generation. Those Republicans was cutting everything. They cut out jobs, schools closed. They didn't care if black children went to school. The schools were striking, not just here in Chicago, but across the nation. They flooded the neighborhoods with gangs. They gave the gangs power. Neither party cares about black people. That's what we got to come to realize.
That's all I'm
the
saying.
Republicans or the Democrats.
And I'm not against
They don't give a dog about it.
I'm not against no Republican, and I'm not against no black Democrat, whatever you are. But I would say both of them have their faults. But we have to save each other. We need each other because we got Democratic caucus here in the state of Illinois on a local, federal, and county level, and they have never sat in one room together with one agenda. But they all say they represent the black people. We talking about a Democratic state. That's what we're talking about, and a city, and a county.
You got Pritzker sitting up on high, and everybody else sitting down on low.
That's a white man. You know how it go. You know how it, yeah. But
he the one pulling everybody's strings. He's the governor.
Yeah. Nobody want to suffer to be poor, but they want, they want the riches and sell their people out.
See?
Sell their people out. Then when they people call them on the carpet about, then they upset. I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying hard enough. You're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, I see it like this. A guy ripping and running in them streets with all these different women, telling his woman, well, baby, I'm trying to be faithful to you. You ain't trying too hard.
Marcus.
What her name is?
Marcus.
That was on your Facebook page.
Marcus and Sarge, if we waiting on politicians to free us, we'll be waiting another 400 some years. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Oh no, Martin.
That's real.
I hate to say it like this, by that time, Jesus gonna be the king. We'll be waiting on the politicians till the end of the world. We better put our faith in God and quit putting our faith in these politicians
Mm.
and then getting mad with them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they are man-made. They are man-made, man-appointed. They are corrupt, working for a corrupt system that's been corrupt ever since before my grandfather was probably even thought about being born. So we got to put our faith in God and allow God to guide us on how we should deal with this problem. As I said before, black people, quit waiting on the city to cut the lot next to you. Quit waiting on the city to shovel the snow on the sidewalk. If it's a problem, you got to walk on that same sidewalk, shovel the snow. It's in your neighborhood. Quit making it bad for another black business to operate in a black neighborhood. The black neighborhoods across this country should be the safest neighborhoods for black people. Unfortunately, it's not. Don't let these people brainwash you into shooting at your own people, hating your own people, and don't believe all the crap you see on the news. Because we are a great people and we can pull together. We survived slavery. We survived the worst atrocity of all atrocities. We can survive this and we will come out standing strong. And all the other people that went against us, they're going to fall in their own rat trap.
Yeah, because see, everybody ain't going to win because everybody is not going to listen. But
We can't worry about them. Worry about the
thank
ones that
you,
will.
brother. I'm so glad you said that because see, that's one of them problems. Hey, you ain't worrying about you supposed to be your brother's keeper. Who made that rule? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who made that rule? Look, I can't make you get up off your hind parts and go and work. I can't make you spend quality time with your children. I can't make you have a loving, trusting relationship with your children where they look up to you for guidance instead of doggone zippy nippy down the street.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Let me say this, people. As my point earlier, there's no white poor community in the city of Chicago, period.
Yeah, they had Canaryville. Remember Canaryville?
The black communities are being left behind. They are being left behind, people. And see, the game that they play is they get all the smart people, they gather them with them and give them trinkets to tell them to be quiet while the masses suffer in silence. For any black person that's doing successful in this country, and you can't help nobody to come up, you can't give nobody no information on how to make it. And you can't make them drink the water, but you can walk them to the well. This is how I've done it. We've got politicians here in the city of Chicago that's walking dead, half dead. They have not trained no one to come behind them, nor to take their place. They rather give it to another person of another ethnicity or race to see one of their own kind. Keep it. Or they play the neutral role. Well, I'm not running, and I'm not endorsing nobody. I'm telling y'all, these black politicians, starting with the mayor on down, they do not represent black people as a whole. I'm telling you. And when you corner them, they tell you like this, I'm trying. Just give me time. That's the famous line for these black politicians.
Time we need.
Give me time. How much time do you need? That's what they tell
Martin,
us.
and I think
Go ahead.
I saw the alderperson woman, whatever she is, Woodline. I saw that woman lie on WGN, and this show you got going right now is all of the proof of the lie. When all those folk over in Woodline was complaining about what was going on, you know what that woman said? Well, the migrants that are causing all the problems, are the ones that got kicked out the shelter.
We,
I'm like,
we have no
you
proof of that.
lying? Ain't none of them got kicked out the shelter. You lying right now. There are people that be on the Martin Johnson show that then called and emailed that woman and let her know what was going on over there in Woodlawn. And she gonna go on doggone mainstream media and lie.
Well, that's what the word politician
Martin
means.
Did.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Martin, as far as this immigrant policy, I would say to all these black people, whether you got a good job or not got a good job, this is a serious issue. And they ain't going to take us seriously until some of us are bold enough to walk off of our jobs, stand with our people. Black people are being put out their homes. The rent is getting higher. The utility is getting higher. Food is higher. And you giving these immigrants our money, then you trip with a young black man going to apply for aid, talking about they don't want to work. You tripping, but most of the people sitting in the aid office, I'm not being racist, but are Mexican, poor white, Polish people in an aid office that's in a predominantly black neighborhood, and a black person make an appointment to be there at 9 o'clock, they sitting there at 3 o'clock because they calling all these foreigners. So anybody black that's against poor black people who are trying to get help, something is wrong with you in your mind, because these white people brought these immigrants over here, both Republican and Democrat, and even the white people who ran independent, brought these people over here for cheap labor and to keep black people from advancing. They are still racist, and they are afraid that if we advance economically, we're going to do to them what they have done to us.
But I wouldn't say that they brought them
Yeah, they
for
brought them
every
over.
reason that you hold on. That last one you said, no, you got to upgrade that, brother. They were brought here to totally replace Black America.
Mm.
That's
Okay,
the real
to
deal.
wipe us out.
It's a total replacement. Now, hear me out. It's a total replacement of Black America. See, I peeped game during the Obama administration, and this ain't got nothing to do. All right? Let me put that out there up front. I peeped game back then. See, when they were, the military thing changed up, whereas you could doggone join the military for 4 years in a particular occupation, mainly frontline ground pounder, and it expedited your citizenship. See, you was getting paid all along anyway. Now, that DACA program, you're going to get them licenses, work permits, all of this. They're going to pay taxes and everything. Now, still, they couldn't get Social Security once they reach age 62. But what that did was supplemented the losses in Social Security in the doggone bulk of the bank of Social Security. So they been paid into a program that they're not entitled to benefit from. All right? All this is true. Research it. So if they could have got to the point that you had Hillary would have won and all the DACA recipients would have been given the legal right to vote in the United States, that's when the political portion kicked in. We've created another total underclass that will vote for us consistently like Black folks used to before Black folks either stopped voting or started voting for Republican again. And that's they nest egg of the voting block.
Yeah, well,
We got to replace Black America. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll say this. I ain't gonna disagree with that. I'll say this, but the Latino vote is going to be the #1 voting base here in America. Probably the next 10 to 15 years, probably sooner than that.
Yeah, sooner than that. Watch it.
I predict the next 3 or 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look at all of the doggone populations of people and their growth. the Asian population has doubled. The Latin population has exceeded Black population. It used to be Black Americans was number one on the, the population list, whereas they'd be like, we got X amount of Blacks, okay. Then came the doggone Latins, then came the Asians, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only population that the Blacks are beating out in the United States of America are the Eskimos.
And we're gonna leave it right
They
there.
go all the way down there. Well, Black, because everything got split up so much.
We're gonna leave it right there,
Black / African American
Right.
/ Pacific Islander.
bro. Hold it right there, bro.
Black / all of this
Sarge, hold it right there.
divvying up.
Hold it right there. We're gonna be done for the night. I just wanted to pose that question. Thank you guys for calling in. Just something to think about, people. Go back and listen to the video what we talk about. Go to your local politician and ask them, what's your plan for Black people in your community? Ask them. And they don't have a plan. They'll tell you, I'm the state senator or state representative of a whole area, not just Black people. And when you hear them talk like that, that means they don't have the best interest in the heart for the people that they represent, that look like them.
That voted them in.
Yeah, that voted them
Go on
in.
here, Martin.
So I'm gonna tell
Tell
the
them
truth
the
and shame
truth.
the devil. The devil. Tell the truth
And
what?
shame the devil.
Good
Shame
night,
the
everybody. This is live, uncut, unedited.
Good night.
Peace out. Good night.